Welcome to the advent of another highly questionable week. Papi, who's that over there?
My son Amin.
He's not.
He's back.
Son.
He's back in business.
All right, he calls him Amin. I'm not sure he knows how to pronounce his last name. Amin, what do you like on the show today?
Oh, I'm ready for wall-to-wall World Cup coverage. Let's talk soccer.
Sorry, basketball, hopefully. Dale, Papi.
No.
Should the 76ers be encouraged or discouraged by Markelle Fultz summer workouts?
Okay, Fultz is a dangerous word for him. It did not affect Amin at all. He rolled right with it, even though we don't want to be saying what that sounded like on the air. Fultz, though, does seem like he might be kind of the past tense of what he almost said on the air, which is he's short-circuited. Look at this. This is Brett Brown trying to sell you on the merits of Markelle Fultz when he's a guy who can't shoot right now.
He's not doing much playing right now. The effort has been his shot. And it's gone from, like, I'd take my, if I had my son was 7 years old, it's back to foundational type stuff. And to, expedite that worries me a little bit as it relates to Summer League. It does. He's in a good place.
I mean, that's crazy sound. Crazy.
I'm not afraid by what he's saying. Here's the deal, Dan. Most players don't play 5-on-0 this part of the summer. They're usually working on skill work. Even great shooters are working on their jumpers. And you don't really get into 5-on-5 stuff until later in the summer, August, September. Now, the difference here is here's a guy that played one summer league last year, played very well, might I add. And so the idea is because he didn't play much of this year, you'd kind of like him to play summer league. But again, it's not a prereq.
Okay, and he's a basketball expert. I don't want my coach saying of my first-round pick, I'm coaching him the way I do my 7-year-old because he doesn't know how to shoot. I don't know what this analysis is, but it doesn't seem like the right analysis.
That wasn't Brett Brown, head coach of the Sixers. That was Brett Brown, temporary president of basketball operations of the Sixers. Big difference, total difference.
Okay, the president of operations for the 76ers who drafted that guy who can't shoot, he's being taught like a 7-year-old. It's jarring.
Dan, what does that guy know? He's not coaching him.
Well, he's still a better shooter than Ben Simmons.
That's going to be their backcourt. How crazy is this? The process appears to have worked with a backcourt that doesn't know how to shoot a basketball.
Oh, my God.
Should the Spurs prioritize sending Kawhi to the East over getting the best offer?
I mean, okay, you take this one because I can see the disgust on your face. Go ahead.
This is dumb. Whatever they get for Kawhi Leonard, if they feel like they have to trade him, they gotta get maximum value. What you are in essence doing is prepping yourself for post-Kawhi Leonard life. To take pennies on a dollar just to keep him out of the West. Why? Who are you? You were the 7th seed last year. All of a sudden, you're worried that someone else might be better than you? Newsflash. The Warriors? The Rockets?
Everybody's better than you if he leaves.
Heck, the Nuggets.
Everybody.
Heck,
everybody.
The Wolves.
He said Nuggets. I said everybody. Everybody's better than you. As soon as Kawhi leaves, it's everybody.
Sacramento Kings.
Everybody.
San Diego
The Ball family is better than you. I honestly don't even understand this question, given that when you're making a trade, what you have to do at every turn is get the best offer. It is the priority. The idea that this relationship is so fractured that the Spurs might be spiteful about Kawhi Leonard, sending him someplace opposite geographically of where he wants to go, is crazy to me, but it speaks to the height of this fight, which is management against a guy who's under contract but actually has real power.
Welcome to the NBA.
Hey, Kawhi, I got a message for you.
Oh, look out.
You see, I'm going to show you something. I don't show it to many people.
Whoa, don't reach down there and then say that. Okay, I hope it's
HR?
All right.
You see this? These are my car keys.
Is that a rental?
You come down to Miami, you can drive my key all over the place. All over the place.
It's Kia.
All over the place.
You can drive it.
Kia. You know that. But if you want a better car, give me your car keys. Give me your car keys. Then you can get his car keys. And you can drive all over Miami. Not in one car, but in 2 cars. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to go. If you don't want to drive, but you want to use our car, we'll provide a driver.
Kia is the best he can offer.
Drop that top on that Kia.
Can you please explain why this is your new car? Yeah. You've had a new car for a while. This looks like, what is this? Why is this your keychain?
That's the identification tag. I keep all the car keys of the old car, so I got a bunch of them. So I don't know which one is the one that I gotta use. So that's the one, that triggers my mind. So that's the one you gotta use, and that's the one I use.
You have a graveyard of old car keys?
That's right. That's one of my hobbies. I never return my old car when I return my Yeah, I never return my old keys when I return my car. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, but you could just have a keychain that identifies that this is the...
No, that's the way I do it.
Okay, very good, very good.
Do you believe that LeBron really doesn't want a free agency circus this summer?
Even though we already started in Miami, we were following him around to high schools where he was this weekend. He went to a seafood place my father likes, but he doesn't like it anymore because LeBron was there, and he's really mean about all things LeBron. But do I believe him when he says this? Yes, I do. I think his business team has grown out of all of that recruitment stuff, and what they want to do is figure out where is the best business model. And they have a pretty good idea of that already, I would imagine. They've got 4 or 5 ideas. They don't need to be meeting with everybody and doing the recruiting again.
Dan, you are falling for the oldest okie doke in the book. It is like when a significant other says, when you ask them, what do you want for your birthday? Just something quiet. Don't make a big deal. It's not a big deal. And then when you don't do anything and you keep it quiet, it's a big deal. Why didn't you do anything for my birthday? Why didn't you have all our friends over for a surprise party? Of course he wants a circus, but he's going to act like he doesn't want it. I didn't want any of this.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. My source told me that LeBron is a big cheapskate. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
Well, that's right. After he ate, he left. He went to the kitchen. He had a picture taken with an old lady in the kitchen, and he never went back and picked up his tab.
My father's that's not true. My father doesn't have a source on that.
What a cheapskate they got. That's right. He sneaked the back door. You know what I mean? That's right.
Papi, you've gone too far. Don't you owe LeBron an apology?
Yeah, I don't have any proof that he walked away from the tip, you know what I mean? But I tell you one thing, he walks away from things like, he walked away from Miami, he walked away from Cleveland, so he has a habit of doing that,
He does have a habit of doing that.
You want to surprise this? He walked away from the tip, you know what I mean? That's right.
That's not really
That was the apology?
That was supposed to be an apology, yeah.
Do you think that Melo will actually play for the Thunder this season?
Okay, this is why we flew Amin in. I don't know. He's an expert. He's a former front office insider. He opted back into his contract, which surprised no one because he's going to get $28 million. They were decent when he was in their starting lineup, but not any kind of great. So, Amin, I defer to you here.
I want to know if I could say, according to FCC, can I say, hell no? Look, here's the thing. He's already made it very public that he's going to make it very uncomfortable if the Thunder try to bring him off the bench. Him being around there doesn't really benefit anybody. At the same time, he's obviously opting in his money, so he's not giving up any of that. So the Thunder are basically going to do one of two things. Either they're going to outright waive him, give him all his money up front, have that $28 million cap hit on their books for just this year, prepping them for next summer when cap space goes up, when the nice, sexy free agents are out there. Or they can stretch waive him. What basically that turns into is a payment plan. Instead of giving him his 28 all at once, they're going to chunk it up into 3 different payments, 3 years. The cap hit gets amortized over 3 years as well. Now here the question is, do you want the ghost of Carmelo's cap hit to remain for years and years like Bobby Bonilla with the Mets?
Do you want to see my impersonation of Billy Donovan all week long?
All right.
Please don't sign.
Yes,
Please don't sign.
Por favor.
Please, por favor. Please.
Rosary beads, yes. No, por favor, por favor. No, Spanish, actual Spanish. Even though his name is Billy Donovan. Por favor, por favor.
Don't sign. Were people too quick to judge Julian Edelman as a cheater?
Cheater is the word. That is a dangerous word in his accent. Cheater is the word. Julian Edelman says he's going to vigorously defend himself. I suppose the adverb vigorously is the thing that we're looking at here and saying, well, maybe he's not a cheater. There is no one piece of proof that Julian Edelman can give you that public perception would be on his side. We are in a climate in sports where we think that just about everyone is cheating, and the people who get caught are never innocent. So even if he's 100% innocent, if he came out and said anything at all, we wouldn't believe anything he said.
And the crazy thing is we don't even care about Julian Edelman. This is all because we were trying to flip up and get to the big fish. The guy at the top of the food chain, Tom Brady, TB12. We don't trust the fake doctor. We don't trust the TB12 program. We don't trust Tom Brady. And so now we have someone in his orbit who is under suspicion. It's not about Julian Edelman. It's all about getting Tom Brady.
And that's why he's a
cheater.
There it is! It took a minute, he was buffering, but there it is. Cheater's the word.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
Wait, was that just a feat of strength? He's nowhere near it. Hold on.
I know, but that would have been such a great catch if the ball had just been hit 10 feet further.
Washing my nose, oh yeah.
I'm a shower curtain, and I do one thing. Keep water from leaking everywhere. So you see why I feel useless compared to Geico, who does so much more. Like, not only could Geico save you money, but they've been around for over 75 years. And they give you 24/7 access online, over the phone, or on the Geico app. And they've got a 97% customer satisfaction rating. They do all this while I have to listen to this chucklehead. Oh, good, he stopped.
Washing my toes.
Oh, great, an encore.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
Time to play the game that is thinking about getting into yoga. Do you question?
You give us topics and events, we question them.
That was not yoga. That was not a good Obama.
Okay.
Do you question if this was a good attempt?
Oh, former Marlins playing against each other. You've got Ozuna for the Cardinals. Yelich plays for the Brewers. What happened with Ozuna?
We didn't get a whole lot of playing time really in a year. In the air to left center field, going back on it. Ozuna at the wall. Hey, this is going to fly.
Oh, yeah, he did that sometimes in Miami, and the ball never landed in his glove. Never once.
Wait a second. Wait, was that just a feat of strength? He's nowhere near it. Hold on.
I know, but that would have been such a great catch if the ball had just been hit 10 feet further.
Wait, what is he doing, though? He was just assuming?
Yes, that's what it was. He was assuming he'd be able to catch it at the top of the fence.
Do they still do web gems?
That would not be one of those.
Well, it could have been worse.
How could it have been worse? Oh, Jose Canseco, yes. I mean, have you ever seen this? Have you ever seen this? Watch this. Watch this. I mean, that's awful. You've never seen it?
They hit him in his head?
It's the greatest play in the history of sports.
How is he still alive?
They hit him on the top of the head. How is that not an error? It was a home run. It's very confusing.
Do you question if Nate Robinson misses the NBA?
Okay, this is what I'm telling you. Amin Elhassan knows the NBA, and we had a bunch of NBA questions earlier in the show. This is the best thing that happened this weekend in basketball. Nate Robinson, first of all, let's check in with Rashad McCants as he comes in. Yes, he is coming into the arena. Look at that.
Look at everyone sitting behind him and looking at him.
Okay. That is both a heavy basketball player and a heavy joker. And Nate Robinson, these games are to 50. 3-on-3 to 50. Nate Robinson buries it. Boom. And what's he do? Little Nate Robinson, feeling good about himself. I'm going to steal the mask of Fat Man. I stole Fat Joker's mask.
Wait a second. Why is McCann so upset?
Yes, because they stole his Fat Joker mask. And now Kenya Martin is upset.
That's his mom? Is that Kenya Martin's mom?
Yes, that was Kenya's mom.
Why is Steven Jackson in dress clothes?
That's where the fight ends. That's where Nate, however upset Nate was, he gets a kiss from Steven Jackson, the fight's over. Let's check in with Nate Robinson after the game, though.
Man, he just running his mouth, but I mean, you come to the game with a Joker mask, you got a glove. I don't play that. So for me, he just like, I don't know. I just want to win. Our team's gonna do whatever we got to do to win. You got to punch a bully in the mouth. You got to come out and do it.
So we just cussing on live TV now. That's what's up?
Okay, hold on. But worse than that, Dr. J was in the background. If you put it back up, you're not allowed to talk like this and steal the Joker mask when that's the stat line beneath your name. What? Yeah. Wait for it. Bang. That was the line. Come on.
I swear to God, I didn't even notice.
Come on. That can't be the stat line. It's your only bucket. You can't steal the fat mask.
Wait on. They played a 50?
That's what I'm saying. He scored 3 points. You can't steal the Joker mask.
There's only 3 people on the court.
That's right. That's correct.
Do you question if you would want to watch a game here?
Okay, so England beat Panama 6-1. Panama scored its first goal of the tournament, but when England scores a lot of goals, and even when England doesn't score any goals, and even when England's not playing, people drink in English pubs. Look at this. Oh, that would not be good. No, that's not good.
Cups are getting thrown all across.
Yeah, that's but then you go home and you smell like beer, and you don't know if that's beer. It could be urine.
Sweat.
Somebody's having fun, and they throw urine up in the air.
See, this is what you don't know, Dan. As a soccer aficionado, I can give you a great example. England is like the Knicks of the World Cup, right? So their fans always believe this is their year. It's going to happen.
And it's never their year.
It's never their year. Nor should it be. Look at this. Can you imagine if they actually won the World Cup, what they do? This is just scoring goals against Panama, for crying out loud.
I said, that's a hell of a place to watch a game like that. Man, you run a tap, then you get into the crowd, and all of a sudden, when all the action starts, you disappear. You go someplace.
I'm out the door.
My father would totally do that. He'd also get drunk just from what fell from the sky. He wouldn't pay for anything.
This is the same man who called LeBron a cheapskate.
Okay, your mouth needs to be open if you're drinking from the sky.
Do you question if Giannis is going to be in the doghouse?
Giannis lives his life in public. He's a bit immature, and he doesn't mind his romance on Instagram, on Snapchat. Let's check in with him the first time that he made a joke here.
She gave me the idea.
No. So, she bought me this too.
Stop putting it. There's little kids on there.
So, guys, the freak.
Stop. What is wrong with you?
He could be a freak on the court and on the shit. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of hearts there. A lot of hearts because he rings a bell and he's a freak in the sheets. And what do we have now?
Do you play Fortnite? I don't play Fortnite either. I just pro play at night.
Ah, suave. What was that look from her at the end? Let's see her frozen face again.
Bring it up. Bring it back up. Stop. She said stop. You know, I love the European players who clearly learned all their English through all the wrong methods. Just hanging around, the absolute degenerates, learning all the bad stuff. This is how you learn a language, intimately.
Foreplay? Who needs foreplay?
Yo.
Really? God almighty. Woo! Let's go to CO. No. Wow, that climbed up my spine.
Oh, no.
Ah!
Highly questionable is broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that lacks self-awareness. See or no?
You tell us what to watch on television tonight. We tell you if we're intrigued.
On ESPN, Cubs and Dodgers.
Does my father know what the body issue is? Do you know what the ESPN, the magazine body issue is?
Oh, the body issue? Are you kidding me? They show you your front, and they show you your face, they show you your abs.
All right, you want to see all of Yasiel Puig? Do you want to see all of Yasiel Puig?
That's
right. All right, let's see what we've got here. Yasiel Puig in all his glory. There it is. Oh, Peanuts, really? Come on,
You're
man.
better than that, magazine.
Come on, Peanuts is what we're doing there? What are we doing there?
You see, Dan, nuts is another word.
That's right. Amin, are you intrigued? Thank you, Amin. That's what they were doing there. Yes. Okay. Papi, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Are you kidding me? Did they ask you to be in the body issue?
No, Papi. No, they did not.
Boy, I'm glad.
Okay. I mean, I'm glad too. I would have probably declined. Okay. We're all glad about that. Who wouldn't be glad about that?
He would have ate all the peanuts.
Oh, so quickly.
On TNT, the NBA Awards.
Oh, who's going to win the MVP at the NBA Awards? Amin, do you know?
Probably James Harden.
All right, so let's check in. Wait a minute. Don't be such a hurry to grab the card. Let's check in with James Harden. Can we make fun of him?
Oh,
yes, thank you.
Not right.
Here's James Harden on defense all season. There it is. James Harden here. This is how he won that award right here, defending, guarding everybody. This was him in Game 6 and 7 against the Warriors.
You guys are not right. He was better this year. He wasn't this bad.
Okay. All right. Amin, are you intrigued?
A big fat no for me, Dan Le Batard. And here's why. I've got a bone to pick with the NBA. People used to watch their hometown guys hoist awards before big playoff games. The crowd would be into it. Everyone would be happy. It felt relevant at the time. Now, that thing happened months ago, man. I don't care who MVP is. It was an MVP in the playoffs.
Why does it mean so angry about this?
don't
Papi,
like this.
are you intrigued, Papi? No, it's just a funny game. We hold up cards. It's 2 languages. We just give a comment or 2. He's insane with anger at the NBA Awards. Papi, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. But, there are other awards that they're going to be giving, Biggest crime baby of the year, LeBron.
Biggest crying baby of the year, LeBron. Yes, please. What else do they have?
Biggest flopper of the year,
Biggest flopper of the year.
LeBron.
Yes, LeBron. Congratulations, LeBron, on that.
Biggest fake injury of the year, LeBron.
Was it LeBron? Maybe it was LeBron. What else? Is that it?
Biggest loser in the finals,
LeBron. There it is. Anything else?
I don't want to hurt his feelings.
Okay, thank you.
On NBC, American Ninja Warrior.
They told me they were doing this. You know it's American Ninja Warrior. I'm told we have a preview of what happens tonight, but
No,
I don't think that's what we have.
Don't.
I think what we have is a review of Amin Elhassan. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Papi, have you ever seen this? Have you ever seen it? There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Multiple camera angles. Here it is. The height of athleticism and panic and water on the side of your face. Amin, are you intrigued?
You know, a week ago, I would have said, see, I love this show. My family watches this show together. It's great entertainment. But since last week, it's a big fat no for me, guys. Never again, Akbar and Matt.
The entire network was laughing at him for a week. Papi, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't miss that show for all the money in the world. You know, you get to see this big shot analysts at ESPN making a fool of themselves. You know what I mean? That's the best part of the show.
You know, Dan was supposed to be on that show, Papi.
Yeah,
he conveniently had hand surgery that day.
That's right.
Convenient.
It's true.
Very convenient.
Like LeBron, he faked it.
Exactly. Just like LeBron, I had hand surgery. It's true.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Thanks to Amin Elhassan. He'll be here tomorrow and Wednesday. Tune in then too.
You know what I mean? It could have been worse.
What could have been worse?
On your mark.
There's more. Yes, it could have been worse.
What do you got, yo?
That is Pablo Torre. That is dress pants and a dress shirt. That
I got hurt.
Torre.
I got hurt.
Right, and a fat guy. That is a fat person who won that race.
I got hurt, and that was my third race. That was Chris's first race.
Amin is a slow person.
Oh, you're yelling in the background.
Okay, there it is. The picture of Amin that we all were waiting for. There it is. Top-notch athlete and analyst, Amin Elhassan.
The lawsuit is still in effect. I'm not going to talk about it.